Hey guys, it's Arbiter here. In today's video, I'll discuss if Halo 5 is even worth playing anymore. So if you're new to the channel, give a like, share, and subscribe because it helps a lot so we can continue to grow and improve the quality of my content. So let's get into the video. So if we want to know if Halo 5 is worth playing anymore, we need to look on where it's available. Halo 5 is an Xbox exclusive, so you can only get it through the Xbox Store or through Game Pass. But this is still a very big boomer because you can't play it on PC, making this available for a way smaller group of people. And also, we need to talk about the game itself, because it was a very controversial game when it launched, and until today, it is a very divisive game in the community, because some love it and others hate it. And this mainly what caused the classic versus new Halo debate, because a lot of people simply felt alienated with Halo 5 because of the story changes, because now the focus is on Fireteam Osiris, in this case, Agent Locke, that is the leader of Fireteam Osiris, and also the great differences on the gameplay itself, because now it is focused way more on the mobility than it was before. And because of this whole debate started, and this is what shaped Halo Infinite actually. Because, hey, the way that Halo 5 impacted Halo Infinite story and campaign is very different than what mostly happens, because normally the sequel of a game continues its story, but with Halo Infinite it's totally the opposite, because it mainly ignores all of the main things about Halo 5. And because of this, it makes the whole campaign a little bit pointless right now, because I simply don't see any reason to replay it, because it's just a little bit fun depending on the level that you're playing, it has a bad story, and it mostly won't be relevant for Halo Infinite, making it simply a bad campaign in my opinion. But still, Halo 5 isn't only formed by bad things. Probably its best aspect is its multiplayer. Because Halo 5 was launched basically incomplete, but like 243 had a lot of time to improve the game itself. So now they were able to improve the gunplay of the game that now is way better and well balanced. And also, they were able to make the in-game mechanics, in this case, thrusters and things like that, work very well with the gunplay, making the whole multiplayer a very fluid experience and very fun to play. So this is why a lot of people still love the game, even though it has a very bad campaign, in my opinion. And also, we have a very important part, that is the game was handled, because the game was basically launched incomplete. And because of this, a lot of people until today simply hate it and haven't played it since it launched. Because it was one of the first Halo games to launch with very few modes, maps, and like it simply was the most bearable experience like launch that any Halo game has ever had. And until today, probably it will be remembered like this, simply because it was launched with almost nothing else except the campaign and some multiplayer maps. And the campaign wasn't even good, so it wasn't even able to hold on a big part of the player base. So simply, Halo 5 had a very bad launch, and this didn't improve until 243 started to update, because the game until today has a lot of microtransactions, and one of its main game modes is basically works on a pay to win system, that is Warzone. Warzone has a very good concept, but simply the whole thing is bad because of the fact that they tie it in with a lot of microtransactions, and you can only get the best weapons if you buy them, creating a pay to win system. And simply Warzone, in my opinion, nowadays isn't worth playing. Like one match or another, maybe, but simply if you hasn't started yet, already buying the loot boxes and things like that, or I don't know, dedicating your whole life to the game, you won't be able to have a lot of fun in the matches, because all your opponents will have, I don't know, Spartan lasers that can fire super quickly and do a lot of damage, while you just will have probably, I don't know, like a normal rocket launcher that is way weaker than most weapons that your opponents will have. So the whole game mode, in my opinion, is just pointless. And another very big thing is armor customization, that also is tied in with a loot boxes. So you can't just choose the armor that you want and grind out for it. You need to spend real money on loot boxes. You can randomly maybe get the armor that you want. So maybe you'll have to spend, I don't know, $1,000 to get the armor that you really want, or maybe you can be just lucky and get it on your first try, making the whole armor customization simply something that is not enjoyable because you can't just grind out for the armor that you want. You need to, I don't know, randomly get it. So the whole game wants you to spend real money, but this is very very bad because at least with Halo this doesn't work well. It just seems like True is trying to do just to grab as much money as possible and then run away. And another big thing is that the game itself got very stale very quickly after the last updates because the last time that 3 updated the game was 4 or 5 years ago, which was a long time with Monster's Bounty. And because of this, simply a lot of people just stopped playing the game. And finally, we have the biggest reason, the biggest factor actually, of why you maybe shouldn't still be playing Halo 5. Simply the fact that Halo 5 is being substituted by Halo Infinite very, very soon in just a few months, making all your grind simply worthless. Because you will be probably playing Halo Infinite when it launches, after Halo Infinite launches, and even if you want to continue playing Halo 5, probably not a lot of people will be still playing the game because almost no games, not Halo game at least, age up as well as Halo 3 did. So in general, I think that you, my answer to the big question that is, should you play Halo 5 or not? I think that it depends, because if you're already playing Halo 5 for a long time and just want to continue playing it, I would recommend it's a very fun game. And if you just want to have fun playing it and you're new to a game, also I would recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend for someone to try to grind it out until Spartan rank 152 because it's simply a lot of grind for a game that you won't play after some months. So in general, I think that this is my opinion. I think that it is a very fun game, but I wouldn't recommend you to try to grind out all the 152 Spartan ranks because you will spend a long time doing this, and all this grind will be mostly worthless. Like if you are able to get into Spartan rank 152, maybe not, but in general, your whole grind will be worthless. So I think that's it for this video. Give a like, share, and subscribe because it helps a lot. And see you in the next video. Peace.